Hello everyone, this is the Bitcoin Globe Day 1359, counting the days down until the next Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin, what can you say about it? You can only say positive things right now, unless people start losing their Bitcoins. If, for example, if I lost mine, I probably wouldn't be so enthusiastic about Bitcoin. I would probably still absolutely try to earn those Bitcoins back in whatever way I could. Coinbase has insurance, which I'm curious about. But what worries me about Coinbase is, let's say that when Bitcoin price goes up, and right now, let's say as of right now, I had $7 million worth of Bitcoin. Let's just pretend that's what I have right now. I'm able to go out and buy basically any luxury item I want. Maybe 7 million is not that much actually, so I probably could, but it'd be a lot more comfortable living than what I have now. I could do a lot more things with 7 million. Build my app. Um, yeah, there's a lot I could do with that, right? So let's say it went up right now, and yours went up too. Imagine that your Bitcoin went up to $1 million, right? So you have to worry about different things now. You got to worry about, are they going to tax that? How much are they going to tax that Bitcoin? I mean, I feel like I mean, obviously, I don't want to pay like 90% tax on it. 10%, I would pay 10%. Okay, went up a million. Here's your 100,000. I'm done. Taxes are paid. But if it's like 90% or something like that, it's like shitty because Bitcoin is the risk. You're bearing all the risk, and then you have to give over 90% of the profit. That doesn't sound right. I don't know that there is going to be a 98% tax, but that would be freaky if the government decides to tax it that high level. Maybe maybe it's 20 or something like that. That would be okay. No tax would be the best. I mean, it's going to go. That money is going to go straight back into the economy through investments. What are people going to do if Bitcoin price goes up to these astronomical levels? What are you going to do? You're not going to just hold it. If it hits those high levels, you're going to probably spend it. Let's be honest. You're going to probably buy yourself something nice or invest in a company or spread it out, diversify into stocks. You have a lot more buying power at that point because and everybody that buys into Bitcoin will have that extra bit of buying power. You'll be able to do more. You'll be able to, but you gotta be smart. Just don't mindlessly consume, right? Pretend that even if Bitcoin is probably going to always go up, right? That's so it hits these high levels. It could hit higher levels. So it's a game of when you get off. May be people. Maybe there's at one point in time in the history of Bitcoin that there's only one person holds a entire Bitcoin. The rest is distributed. That would be very interesting, and it's possible. There's so much possibility with Bitcoin that we haven't even begun to unlock it. And each day we're unlocking a little bit more of what Bitcoin can do and how it's going to help more people. I hear these. I read something about quantum computing and how Dash is a little bit more secure than Bitcoin when it comes to quantum computing. But I don't think we have too much to worry about yet. When that comes around, when that becomes mainstream, quantum computing would benefit more, whoever is doing the quantum, just to support Bitcoin. If you just destroy it, then it's pointless. You're not making yourself any money. You're not helping anybody out. So it would be pointless. So I'm not too worried about quantum computing. The scaling debate, I do follow it, but it just seems like drama. And yes, we want to improve Bitcoin, but we want to improve Bitcoin as a network, like us, all of us, improve ourselves. We don't have to necessarily improve Bitcoin if we improve ourselves and help out with the community in some ways. Making a video, I encourage everybody to make a video, talk about Bitcoin, even if you don't know too much. I don't really know too much. I've been reading the news of Bitcoin every day, watching Bitcoin videos almost every day for the past 2 years. So my knowledge isn't like really technical or anything like that. It's just kind of what I've absorbed over the 2 years' time, and that comes out in these rants and these videos is my Bitcoin knowledge. And occasionally I'll know something interesting, and those moments are awesome. But that's it for day 1359. I think that's it. I really want to talk about something else about Bitcoin. What else could you do? You could remit, right? Because when I was living in Malaysia, I had to pay 10 ringgit to send uh, my money back to my bank account in America, and then that took 3 to 5 days, and then my bank account would charge me like $20. So that's a long process. And if I was able to use Bitcoin and use it instantly, why wouldn't you do that? I mean, why would you use the bank transfers when I could do the same thing with Bitcoin, or maybe there's another service to transfer that money instantly for less fee? There would It's just a great technology. And I think places in India, these emerging markets that are now getting access to cheap data and cell services, they're just going to skip the current banking infrastructure. And it's like, boom, they have Bitcoin. And it's a fantastic thing. From India, it will spread everywhere. India is a very populous country, and even in South America, it has a foothold everywhere. Obviously, mostly in China, but I'm almost curious if China stopped mining, that slack would be picked up. The trading, um, it may get slacked up as well, because if the Bitcoin in China for some reason like shuts down or gets closed, then the amount of Bitcoin getting mined is going to decrease, and that wouldn't there wouldn't be as much on the market. And already, from what I'm understanding, Bitcoin is becoming harder to find. It's becoming more scarce. Those that have Bitcoin are not willing to sell that Bitcoin, so they're more entrenched. And what happens when people are entrenched? The price goes up, and it may go up to huge levels. There's people that are really entrenched. You wonder what people like Winklevoss twins, how they have quite a large share of Bitcoin, and how entrenched are they, or how much of that Bitcoin has went to basically paying for all the regulations and everything they're having to do. I mean, the Winklevoss twins, giving them some credit, they're paving the way for us, and we need to support them in any way we can. Maybe use their exchange, or try it. Just put a little Bitcoin in their wallet or something. Maybe do a few trades on their exchanges, but they've been leading the way, and they have never done anything, in my opinion, that's negative for Bitcoin. Everything they have done has been positive, and so hopefully we see more from them, and that ETF gets passed soon. We would. I don't know how that's going to affect the price. I'm worried about how, when these things come about, like how much manipulation can happen. Oh, dark pools are awesome. Like, because I think this is what'll make Bitcoin price explode. Is right now some people are able to buy Bitcoin on dark pools, which in theory doesn't, like, you can buy a large amount of Bitcoin on the darknet without making the price fluctuate. I'm not sure how dark pools work. But that's essentially the idea behind them, is that you're buying anonymously a large amount, or selling a large amount, and doing so in a way that you're not trying to sway the price. But if you're buying it in a dark pool, at some point, people are there's just going to be less Bitcoin, and so the price, you are affecting the price. Maybe not as immediately, but yeah, I'm not sure about dark pools. If anybody knows anything about dark pools, educate me, and I'll educate myself. Google it. Of course, we have the Google, so we can educate ourselves. Anyone has access to the internet is able to educate themselves. I'm going to start probably taking coding classes and continuing to work on my app. If I'm able to develop myself, that's even better. But if Bitcoin price, or when the Bitcoin price explodes to these huge levels, I'm probably just going to have somebody make my app for me, hire a team to make my app. Anyways, that's the Level Up Esport app, which is my cryptocurrency expert is actually built on the Bitcoin blockchain that is used with that app. You can check that out at level-up.tech. That's always available to check out. It's an esport gaming app that allows you to get paid playing games in a competitive manner. And then it has its own marketplace and everything like that. It's a really great concept. We're still trying to fund it. That's day 1359 of the Bitcoin Globe. Hope you guys are having a great time, enjoying each day of this countdown. There are going to be changes. Pay attention to the changes. Read the Bitcoin news. Don't get sucked into the Bitcoin news. Get sucked into talking about Bitcoin, the positive aspects of Bitcoin, and maybe some of the negative aspects, what you would like to see improved. That's it for day 1359 of the Bitcoin Globe. You guys have a great day, great morning.